You guys are at the Necromancy Tower with Jim, and he is going to teleport you to Dark Mountain to see Tivit. Right?
Sounds about right.
Okay. So as he opens the door and says, "Go, just enter here." And then as he opens the door, he realizes that this is some kind of torture chamber, and he's, "Oh no, that's the wrong room." And he closes the door, and then he opens another door to looks like a closet, and he says, "Go ahead, enter there." And then when you see the light, follow it, and that will take you to where you need to go. And then he says, "Oh, there are more spirits on the way," and then he closes the door.
What?
You see, you guys
that's Aaron's reaction after.
You're basically in like a closet, and then you see a light. And as you guys approach the light, you walk through it, and now the wind is blowing. It's cold.
Is this Narnia?
Yeah. There is like a stone path, but there is like piles of garbage along this path, miscellaneous things that someone has discarded.
Does anything look to be of interest that has been discarded? Like, are there like any receipts or?
If you want to make an investigation roll.
Investigation for receipts.
That was a nat 20.
Are you serious?
Yes.
This is where he throws all of his receipts.
You find a box full. I mean, you have to pick up the ones that have fallen out. You have a box full of all these receipts.
It's a shoebox, I'm assuming. It has to be a shoebox.
No, it's like a chest.
No.
Oh wow.
It's all receipts for shoes for his mass shoe collection.
That guy has to have more shoes that we didn't see to be able to fill a chest with receipts. I'm going to start looking through these receipts. Check his purchase history here.
Oh, man. Are we playing accountants and actuaries now?
Yes.
Maybe they do that at the IRS or something. You never know. I pick up a handful, and let's say like three of them. What are they? Can I tell what? Are they readable? First of all, and
some of them are kind of faded, but you can. Most of them are in common. So, are you trying to figure out what the receipt is for? I would assume, even though, can anybody hear me?
Yeah.
Okay. I think he's just frozen.
I assume he's looking for like credit card numbers.
I can hear you.
Let me just roll the story dice.
No, I think Dustin is frozen.
Yeah.
Oh.
He'd been doing so well too.
Yeah. He was.
Must have bit down too hard on his tooth.
Mm-hmm.
I was reaching into this chest as well. I'm going like down to the bottom.
Yeah, you pull out some kind of strange looking It's some kind of machine. It's like some kind of metal part,
Can I
like
tell
that would go into a machine.
any way my smithing background or something like that might help me determine
Yeah, sure.
what this is?
Yeah.
I don't know precisely what I would roll here.
The funny thing is, Jim's like just 3 steps in front of us, watching you paw through his chest.
I thought he closed the door behind us.
Yeah, he closed the door. You guys have walked through the light.
He didn't come
we're-
with us.
We're in Narnia now,
Yeah.
where the snow is replaced with receipts.
So I would guess an intelligence or something like that, and if I get to add proficiency, I'm looking at a 23.
Okay. You would guess that this goes into an airship. This is some sort of part that goes to an airship.
No, fucking worthless. I toss it.
All right. Moonflower, you find a receipt for assorted bandanas.
A sword and the bandanas, or
Yeah, it's like essentially it says assorted bandanas on it.
okay.
Another receipt for a large balloon.
So can I tell where the sword and bandanas were purchased, or is that the name of the establishment?
I think it was assorted.
Assorted, not a sword and bandana.
Oh, okay.
Assorted.
Sword and bandana. All right. And the other one was a hot air balloon.
Yeah.
Does the hot air balloon look more expensive than hot air balloons should be?
Yeah, it looks like this person probably paid more than they should have for it.
Suspicious.
The last receipt is for 200 gallons of salt water.
Can I read the name of the establishment? Purchase 200 gallons of salt water.
It says something Clinkville.
Please tell me it actually says something.
Something.
Something. not just
Yes.
like unintelligible scripts. Clickville.
Yeah, so they purchased it at the something.
So 200. I guess they're just trying to fill a fairly large fish tank or something.
Maybe they got some plutonium.
I assume that Moonflower is interested in uncovering some sort of money laundering racket.
So as you guys are staring, going through this chest full of receipts,
Please tell me we're surprised and attacked.
you spot a gnome. He is wearing a bathrobe that looks a bit worn, with bunny slippers, with his hands folded, and he's watching you.
Who is this?
Just a gnome.
It's a gnome, yes.
Are you Tivit?
Who's asking?
I'm Sully Malloy. We're going to try to put a bit of a kink in Beckbar's plans, and we were told you might have some information on either how to find him or what his plans are.
And you're figuring this out by going through my things?
Oh, I assumed. I have no idea why they're going through a chest full of receipts, but I think we were assuming these might have been the Jim the Necromancer's receipts rather than yours.
I assumed that this was all just trash, but
Are you auditors?
No. No, we have absolutely no reason whatsoever to be interested in these receipts, except for the fact that, mind flowers have alien minds.
Yeah,
So-
don't no need to pull a shotgun on us or anything like that.
He has a very long beard. You can tell that he is very, very old.
I am wondering what purpose you have bought tons of salt water for.
A long time ago. Those are old receipts.
Can I check the date on that receipt? Does it match up with what he's saying?
Yeah, it's like 100 years ago.
How old do gnomes get? Is that a normal, humanish lifespan?
No, it's like 350 to 400 years.
Yeah.
Okay, I see. The receipt all this time. Were you hoping to refund the salt water?
No, I just didn't want anybody to check my deductions, make sure they weren't legit.
Understandable.
Well, I guess you've come for something about Beckbar, so let's why
Any
don't we go
information you
inside?
can give us to help us find him or stop him would be appreciated.
Oh, the rumor is he's dead.
Well, we killed several Beckbars, but there's a purple version that we think came from a different universe, who's been gathering even more Beckbars, and the gathering of all these various Beckbars from alternate realities is causing whirlwinds that come and destroy areas where Beckbar was once located.
Mhm.
So
Okay.
now we've got to stop Purple Beckbar, and former now abdicated King Paris said that you had some information about this.
So what's I don't see what the problem is,
So we have no idea where Purple Beckbar is.
right?
So we need to find him so that we can kill him.
Oh, you just want to kill this purple Beckbar.
Is
That's
there anything
probably-
better? Is there anything better to do?
I just was trying to figure out what the problem was with this whirlwind destroying cities.
Well, it's less than ideal if you live in those cities.
Well, maybe you should fucking move then.
Would you move if the whirlwind destroyed your house?
It's not coming here.
Not yet.
Well, let's get
It
inside.
may. Yes.
So he leads you up this pass, like the side of a mountain. As you go, there's just more piles of garbage, and at one point you spot the shell of like a beaten up old airship, and just parts and stuff everywhere.
The pile of garbage is big enough for an airship to be in it.
But this is along the path. He's taking you to his house.
Okay.
So are you just throwing all this stuff away?
Well, I really don't have a need for it if you're looking to buy something.
I don't know if we need anything right now, but there was a time when we were looking for airship parts to repair our own airship.
Oh, were we?
Yeah, well, not him, but everybody, who's staying in our group.
What kind of airship is it?
I don't know the model number or to make.
Where'd you get it?
What was the name?
Asmodeus? Asmodeus gave it to us, didn't he?
Yeah.
Not directly. It was like a city controlled by him, though.
Yeah, I mean,
I'm gonna go
And
look at the airship and
Ooh.
parts while they're chatting.
It was Rukon Draw is where we got it.
Oh. Yeah, I'm familiar with that model. It's a death trap. I wouldn't get anything.
I rest my case yet again.
Are there any markings on it that might be able to recognize what ship this is?
If you want to make an intelligence roll.
I don't know why I'm gonna bother, but 14.
Yeah, I mean, you've seen airships. It's hard to tell what version is what. You know, it's just a shell of one.
Any of the weapon systems intact?
No, there's no weapon systems on this.
No cannons, huh?
No. So Tivit walks up, and the door is open on his house. He leads you into just like a one dining general area. It is spotless. The books are on the shelves. Everything is in the place it should be. There's a large seating area, and he sits down and starts to sip his tea and puts his bunny slipper feet up. So, you've traveled here for how to destroy this purple Bekbar.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like we could kill him if we could catch up to him, but he keeps running away.
How does he get away?
He's never in the same room with us at the same time.
We were following him for a while, but then we kind of lost his trail.
He seems to have an ability to stay one step ahead of us.
Well, how does he get away?
He fell through a hole in the floor.
Calico. Box of calico.
Oh. I think I got one of them lying around here. So he goes to Calico.
Is it one of the Delta ones, or?
I don't know. I haven't looked at it in a long time.
There's a place in Calico you can go to in the Grand Library where you can pass through to other realities. He keeps going back to Calico, going into other realities, then going back to Calico.
Sounds like some bullshit travelers did.
Yeah, he's trying, we think, to destroy this universe.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't blame him.
Yeah, but it sucks if you live in this universe.
Yeah. I guess.
So, are you able to help or not?
Well, I'm not aware of this purple Bekbar. I don't know who he is. The person who has the answers, you'd probably want to talk to the bartender at Vices. They will probably be able to handle that. And handle your traveler problem, because that's what it sounds like you have.
Where's Vices?
It's another dimension.
How do we get to Vices?
Well, you got the box Calico, you just go through that way.
Ours is a tad bit unreliable. Can we borrow yours?
If you can find it.
So, I want to revisit something. You said that you didn't mind that this universe was going to be destroyed.
Yeah, I've had a good life.
You have no legacy or no family.
Nobody fucking listens to me. So what's the point?
I think you need to visit a city.
Need to visit. I've visited all the cities
When's the last time?
a long time ago, before they started kicking me out.
Well, we don't want to waste too much of your time. I'm going to start searching for the box of Calico.
I'll ask him. What was your favorite?
The favorite city I had?
Yeah.
Well, I didn't mind Clinkville. That was
I've been
pretty
to-
good.
I've been to Clinkville, right?
Yep.
Do I happen to know anybody with the mark of Molask there?
I mean, there is somebody in Clinkville with the mark of Molask. I mean, probability says yes.
Indeed. You sure you don't know where this box is?
I don't know. I have an elaborate filing system. It will take me a while to figure it out.
How would you like to go visit Clinkville?
I don't know. Not really.
I think it'll do you good. And I go, I put my hand on his shoulder
Mhm.
and I activate my cloak.
Okay.
And I'd say, get to know people, go to a bar. And then I bamf back to Sully.
Get
Yeah.
to know me.
All right. Never saw that coming. You just know that you left a very angry gnome.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
I like making enemies for the future.
So what cool stuff is in this room that we can steal?
Well, in the room is well organized. There's a lot of books.
Let's start looking.
I had a 19 on my investigate check looking for the box.
And
Yeah,
also, Aaron was kind of conversing with Sully, asking if, because it seems like this might be a wild goose chase, wondering if King Paris may have any reason to be maybe leading us the wrong path to finding Bekbar, or delaying
your
us
tongue.
or something.
Nothing that we know of.
I strongly object to that.
I mean, no offense, Theria, but I don't know the king like you do. I'm just wondering, because it seems to lead us to somebody who's going to lead us to somebody else. That just feels.
Like the DM is stalling.
I mean, I would say that the king has somewhat of an interest in not letting this universe die.
I think so.
Searching the room. So, yes, you find a book, Rothgar.
I find a book.
Yeah, this room has basically got a bunch of books in it. Everywhere else outside this little room is where all his junk is. So, if
Yeah,
you want some sort of book, then you just go.
You can find like the sort of catalog.
Can I look for his accounts payable?
If that's what you want to find, yes.
I'll search for their accounts.
We'll help you stall, man.
No. I mean, if whatever you guys want to find, I mean, within reason, just tell me what you find because it's here.
I think Rothgar had the right idea. Is there an inventory of his junk?
I think if
They
you
go-
went through enough of those receipts, you would find all his stuff.
Does he like have anywhere marked where things are? He said he had an intricate system.
Yeah, it was in his head.
Okay, cool. What does this book have in it?
You tell me.
Oh, okay.
It's a book about the intricate system.
How to devise your own intricate
System.
system of thinking.
Yeah, that's what you have.
And his own, and written in the margins are all of his corrections. Like, this is fucking dumb. This is how I would do it. It's just like every line. So it's basically he rewrote the whole book.
Mhm.
Moonflower picks up a book. and he sniffs it and looks at it. It's written in a tongue which is alien to most, but he sees it for what it is. This particular book is written in Undercommon.
Okay.
Deep, is deep speech a written language?
Sure.
It's written in Mind Flayer, whatever that is.
Okay.
And it's titled How to Cook Brains Better and Faster. And it's a cookbook containing brain recipes for various creatures. And it's making Moonflower very hungry.
That's good.
I'm going
And I pull the book right next to it off the shelf, and it's just tentacle porn. Mind Flayer.
Written in Japanese.
You have to read it backwards. It's
the Specs Grass and Moonflower's pocket starts
Undulating.
It's undulating more than usual.
I'm gonna find a new beer recipe.
Soul
Okay.
Wrench pulls a book, and it's all about the genealogy and everything about breeding and herding llamas.
Okay. What does Aaron soon pull?
That was it.
Oh, you said Soul Wrench.
Oh,
You have a personality crisis.
damn! I forgot.
he reverted for a moment.
I did.
Uh-oh. Start calling you
Didn't
Sybil.
notice.
Yes, you do find the box, Calico.
Okay.
And I take it you leave.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah.
With your books and whatever receipts you have gathered. And you arrive in Calico. The stadium is there. There's only a handful of people in the stands. And there is one injured knight standing there before you.
Is it
Is it Sully's vassal?
And you hear the mayor say, let the games begin. And the knight barely raises his sword, like with the last bit of strength, in opposition to you.
Can we tell what kind of creature the knight is?
Yeah, he looks to be human.
Great. Moonflower remembers that he saw a great human recipe in that book.
Okay.
He communicates with the group. Try not to blow him to bits this time. I want to try something.
Have at it. I'm pretty sure I could just fart on him and he'd fall over.
So Aaron looks at the group and says, "Must we really fight this injured warrior?"
He seems a bit adamant.
He charges you.
How does he look when he's charging? Is he like wobbling and
Yeah,
tripping himself?
he's wobbling, and then he starts to veer off to the side, like in the wrong direction, like way past you.
I'm going to cast Bestow Curse and use
I'm
my instant meta magic. My curse is, it's not one of the standard ones. I'm doubling the weight of his armor.
He instantly falls over.
I look in the direction that he was running. Maybe we're not the target.
Yeah, in the direction he was running, there's like a broken chair.
Okay. Maybe it's a mimic.
Do you just double Clint Eastwood or something?
So the mayor comes out, says, "If you wish to go and enjoy our fine city, or do you wish to go somewhere?"
Where are we going now?
I forgot.
The bar.
Give us a second.
Well, are we going to that tavern owner or whatever that the gnome?
Send us device.
Do we know which to the tavern owner in Vice?
Okay.
Maybe being more specific will be helpful.
Yeah. All right.
I'm not sure if there's one bar in all of Vice.
Yeah, I mean, that's why I said maybe.
And drop us off 10 miles outside of the town.
Is the knight dead? Or is he just kind of pinned down and...
Yeah. He's not moving.
I checked to see if he's alive.
Yeah, he's still alive.
Fresh brains.
I want to keep him warm, so I'm gonna cut off its head.
Using what?
I got weapons.
A spoon, because it'll hurt more.
Blunt knife.
Rothgar, would you mind detaching his head from his body for me?
No, I think you got it.
You see, Moonflower, we're not technically evil.
The man
Sometimes
is
it does turn
obviously
out that way.
he's obviously been through an ordeal. I don't need to just take his head off. Perhaps save your appetite for Purpleback Bar. Maybe we'll get lucky and you'll be able to consume him.
This chase is taking too long for my hunger. But I suppose I can more deserving.
How long can you go before you need to feed again?
I would say I have about
2 minutes.
a week before I should feed.
You're not like a snake or a spider. You can go like a whole month.
It has been many years since I last ate, before the party, if you recall.
Yeah, but like to us, that was nothing.
Just making up for last time.
I named that book, by the way.
Okay, good.
It's How to Think Good.
How to think good and say things smarter.
Yeah. Say things smart like.
So the mayor whisks you away to the bar in Vices. You disappear and appear in front of an establishment. It is at night. There is a large human standing in front of you, and there's a velvet rope that sits in front of a door. He looks at the group, and he removes the velvet rope and says, "We've been expecting you."
Well, good. I mean, we had our agent call ahead of time, so.
He pushes open the door, and there's a long hallway. It's dark, and as you're walking down the hallway, you can feel like a thumping noise, like of a loud sound against the walls, like some sort of deep bass.
Oh
You
God.
walk through another door, and there is a long bar. There is nobody else in here, and there is a bartender standing behind the bar. He is human. He is wearing a suit. He has 5 glasses waiting for you.
What's in the glasses?
Something to drink?
So I'll walk up and
Glasses.
shoot back.
What?
I walk up and shoot a glass back.
Okay.
Is the bass thump louder in here?
No, you can't hear it anymore.
No. Okay, good.
What color is the liquor in the glass or the substance?
Green.
All of them.
Yes.
I'll finish up the bit that I had conjured in my own mug, and yeah, I'll fucking try it.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, Aaron sees everyone else doing it, so all the cool kids are doing it.
We're gonna go jump off a bridge next.
Throwing alcohol into a fire creature. I don't know if that's smart.
Maybe his flames will change colors.
Ooh.
Maybe you'll get a breath weapon when you belch.
Right. So it goes down smooth. It's not bad. He sits back and watches you and says, "You got a problem with a purple Beck bar, I hear."
We do, I say, taking out my mug and trying to conjure up the green liquid in my mug.
It becomes green. It tastes just like what you just had.
What does it taste like?
Tastes like Granny Smith apples.
Oh, not for me.
I half expected you to go like rum chata or some shit like that,
I mean, if it was green, I was expecting absinthe.
which is why I was like other end of the spectrum.
But when you look in your tankard, it's now turned green and it tastes like that.
I don't want mine to do that. It's something else.
That's too bad. So I see you got a problem with a purple Beck bar.
They're pretty well informed.
So how can I help you?
Can you tell us where he's? Let's see, where was he located?
He's in the Shadowfell in the service of the Lich Queen.
Can you tell us?
Find him in Shadowfell.
Oh, there's a mansion. It sits behind. There's a tavern that I believe you visited at one point.
Oh shit!
There's a mansion that sits behind it. Just tell him you're looking for the Lich Queen's lair. He'll lead you to it.
So are they both there?
All of them are there.
All of the Beck bars?
Well, yeah.
What about the Lich Queen?
That's her. That's where she resides.
So we'll have to deal with her too.
So you got that right.
Any idea what Beckbar is planning?
Chaos.
Succeed at that.
Any more specific idea of what Beckbar is planning?
He's part Slod. It's chaos. The Lich Queen doesn't want chaos. She wants minions.
Why is she working with him then?
She's not. She's holding them there.
So she somehow captured him.
There you go. You're the smart one in the group.
Clearly.
So why is it that she's even keeping him alive if she's got him captured?
Well, she might want to use him for something.
Is he anything like the original, I guess original Beck Bar? And he only affected by these ethereal weapons?
No. He doesn't have that ability.
Lucky us.
It is lucky you.
Do you have any other particular weaknesses?
Who?
Herbal Beck Bar.
He's not your problem.
Seems the Lich Queen is our problem.
There we go.
So how do we fight the Lich Queen?
That's a good question.
Well, I can hit real hard.
I know that while I was that construct, the Soul Wrench, I fought against the Lich Queen's forces before. She is quite dangerous.
You know, take off her head, see how long she survives that way.
She's called the Lich Queen for a reason. I don't know if taking her head would have much of an effect.
So we'll divide her up multiple times. Perhaps light a few fires.
So he reaches underneath the bar and he puts a tin, slaps it on the top of the bar. On the top of it, it says Big B's Magic Powder. And he takes the cap off. He says, you put this on the body when you kill it.
Didn't we have some of that?
Once upon a time. So would I don't know what I even know about liches. Would I make like an Arcana check to know about the phylactery?
Yeah, you can do that. Like basically what?
17.
About, you want to know general about her phylactery?
Know that they can come back unless you destroy the phylactery.
This is her phylactery.
What is?
What he is describing to you is where she resides. This is her phylactery.
Okay.
The image that you guys see in your world is just some sort of shadow that she projects.
Huh.
And it is not common knowledge. Like that is a secret kept to very few people.
How do you know about it?
I know about a lot of things, Rothgar.
Yeah, I'm asking how.
Wouldn't you like to know?
That's what he's asking.
I did ask. I mean, maybe I want to step up in the world one day and take your job.
You don't want my job.
Why not? I like information.
Really? Like what? What kind of information do you like?
I heard the saying once, knowledge is power. I found his book on how to think good and say things smart like.
You got it from Tivit, didn't you?
Yeah, that was his name.
Yeah, I know Tivit. He helped me out at one time.
Oh, yeah?
Yep.
Well, I'm hoping to get him out of his crotchetiness I brought him to a city.
That was probably a bad idea on your part.
Well, it doesn't matter. It's already done, so.
Does Tivit pose a threat? to people who may have wronged him unknowingly or knowingly.
Pose a threat, not at his age. He poses a threat to himself. He might throw a hip or something.
Oh, we'll go check on him whenever we're finished.
So you want your purple Beck bar? That's where he's at.
Yeah, I got all the information I think I need.
Yep.
What's your name,
Oh,
bartender?
They just call me the bartender.
Let me ask you. You seem to know so much. Yeah. So tell me about the city of Anandis.
City of Anadis,
And yeah,
kind of in rough shape at this point.
what's going on there?
There's been an attack.
Any idea by who?
Yeah, some dragon. You know, the old lady. Heard of her? Apparently, she's not dead after all.
What? You mean Lord was wrong? I was told Lord killed her.
He did.
is she working with the Lich Queen?
Oh, this is the fucking smart one right here.
She will
It's
pay.
not good, guys. This is not good.
Does the old lady have a lot of treasure?
Yeah, she might.
I think maybe we should go after the old lady next.
Yes, I'd like to rip her limb from limb. That bitch.
She must be stopped.
I'll look at Aaron for a moment and then back at the bartender and just ask it. Do you know the whereabouts of this relic that the Azure?
Oh, the spark. Yeah. That
Wait,
looks
do
really
you
good
know
on the Lich. That looks really good on the Lich Queen's shelf right about now.
In her abode?
Oh,
Or somewhere
yeah,
else.
I'll tell you what, are you the brains of this fucking outfit or what?
Yeah.
Well,
Definitely not.
he doesn't eat.
Like I said, I'm going to take your job one day. All signs point to Lich Queen.
If we can't get to her before she gets the spark, I don't know what's going to happen to my people.
Like she already has it.
Yes, it's already on her shelf.
I thought he was saying that she was the old woman or whatever was sieging the city or fighting the city or something to try
The
and get
brass
it.
out of your ears. She's already got it.
Oh, okay.
The old lady attacked the city of Anadis.
Okay.
It's in bad shape, according to the bartender.
Okay.
Don't
But-
mind him. He's
So
still
then this.
bronze.
What about, you know anything about what's going on in New Tancho?
Well, I had some attacks there.
Gif?
Yeah, bingo. Somebody brought him from this world.
The hell was that?
I mean, you knew that New Tancha was attacked enough that my wife and daughter packed up and moved on.
They did they, huh? Is that what you think?
That's what I had a vision of.
Yeah.
Well, whenever we were
Want more to that vision, I can give it to you.
when we
what
were
do
asleep
you
in
know?
the eel dragon thing,
Yeah.
I had a dream that it was attacked by a bunch of Gith. And then there was something blurry. I couldn't make it out, I guess.
That would be the
Congratulations.
Lich Queen.
So what more do you know about my wife and child?
Well, they're in pretty close relative proximity to that spark, I'll tell you that right now.
And the Lich Queen it is.
Yep.
Sure.
I'm ready.
As am I.
I think I got to bail, guys.
Okay. That's fine.
Have a good night.
All righty. We
Yeah,
can pick it up right here.
Sounds good.
All right, guys. Later.
All right, take it easy.
All right. Good night.
Same back.
Later.
Same back
See ya.
Again, we accept payments in donuts.
Donuts. I'll have to contact one of the other towers to conjure up some donuts. I don't really think you would want mine.
We're not really picky. Poison, not poison.
I've had some pretty bad donuts, but
We've had relatively bad donuts. There's nothing like there's no such thing as a bad donut. Like
Oh.
sex.
indeed.